Smith with Coffee and UFOs. I'm here with Jim Garrison, who put together this event here in New York City to support our Senator Schumer. Thank you, Schumer, for your efforts. However, the Arrow report came out recently, the so-called historical report, which I found extraordinarily disappointing. How can you relate these two events, today's support for the Defense Authorization Act efforts by Schumer and what we got out of the Arrow report?
Well, the basic difference is that they're lying and we're telling the truth.
I agree, and I think a lot of people agree as well.
And they've been lying for 75 years.
Well, how do we parse that out? So the report, in my mind, lacked a lot of data, right? I checked the footnotes. There wasn't enough there. What would the efforts of Schumer's amendment have done to change that?
Oh, what Schumer was doing was that he was trying to reverse the lying by first acknowledging that they exist.
Correct.
And then putting the control of the process in the Congress, not in the Pentagon.
Right.
See, if you're in the Pentagon, you're protected from public scrutiny in very, very substantial ways. If you're in the Congress, that's where the people's representatives are. And that he wanted to give the Congress subpoena power and the right of eminent domain to go to compel every government agency and all contracting corporations to turn over all the evidence that they've accumulated since the Second World War concerning UFOs over to the National Archives of the Library of Congress for dissemination into the public domain. That's what Senator Schumer was leading to achieve. His bill was stripped down by the legacy groups, but it survived and it passed on the 22nd of December 2023 when it was signed into law by President Joe Biden.
But of course, we did have interference from Mike Johnson. We had Mike
Turner and Mike Rogers.
A lot of Mikes, right?
A lot of Mikes.
That were interfering. How do we overcome that moving forward? Is it the efforts like this today coming out and showing your support? How do we get there?
Well, I think it's a multi-layered disclosure process. Schumer and Rounds are already hard at work in additional legislation. There's the formation of the UAP caucus in the House. Hearings are being planned. More and more whistleblowers are showing up. And then what the New Paradigm Institute is doing, we are organizing citizens for disclosure groups all over the United States and around the world. We've got about 20 or 30 groups in formation nationally, and about I'd say half a dozen, 7-8 countries organizing citizens for disclosure groups there. We're working with the world religions. We're working to put parliamentarians together from around the world on UAP disclosure. We're working to get pilots from around the world that are seeing these UAP, when they're flying, to be able to come together. So there's a lot happening. The cat is out of the bag.
It is. It's so out. And we're going to keep it out of the bag, I think, at this point. It's
See,
this isn't post-Blue Book.
Yeah.
Right.
To go back to your original question, the major difference is they're lying. And people know they're lying. Before, they were lying, and people thought they were telling the truth.
Exactly. That's the difference between
the major difference.
Post-Blue Book era and the
That's exactly
post-ASIP
right.
era.
That's exactly right.
Correct. And it's all starting here in New York State, which I'm really, really proud and honored to be a part of.
Yeah.
So thanks, Jim. I appreciate it. I did sign up on the website, which everyone else should do. And what's the address?
NewParadigmInstitute.org.
All right, on, guys. Show your support, contact your senators, and let's make disclosure happen.